Hi, welcome to my channel. Today, all I'm doing is doing some applique. So I figured, why not do a tutorial? Um, I did start it a little differently. I showed you exactly how I uploaded it into my design space on Cricut, and had my Cricut maker cut it, and then I showed you the applique technique. It's super easy and super simple, but it can make a bag really fun and quite customizable. So there you have it. Like, subscribe, let me know if you want to see anything. All right, thank you. See you not making this bag. See you doing applique. All right. Hello, starting off a little different here with the computer. So as you can see, I already have my image pulled up, but what I'm going to do real quick is just show you how I get the image into Cricut. I do have the maker, so that is what I'm using. So we'll go over here to the far left, very bottom, and it says upload. I'm going to upload. And then I'll upload image here. I already have my image saved. And then I'll hit browse. And then I'm going to scroll down and pull up my image. So I'm going to pull up my image here. Now, there are the 3 different levels. Complex, I would use that if I'm doing a print and cut. Here, I'm just going to do moderately complex. If it's just like something super simple, you can have it at simple. But since there is another offset here, I'm going to go back to moderately complex because I want all my offsets. So I'll click continue down here at the bottom. And then right now, you'll see your cross here. And this, you click and it'll erase your background. Now, for my first offset, this orange here, I'm not going to do anything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit continue, and then I'm going to hit cut image because I need that one big offset. But and then you click it, and then you would hit upload, and it would upload the image to your spot. So I'm going to go back and I'll show you. Now you have your cross here, and what happens is black. When it goes over a color, it changes to a blue, and it lets you know, shows you which color is going to take it away. So if I want my brown, so I would, go back. Sorry, undo. So I would hit the orange to take the orange out, and I'm going to click all the oranges, and I'd leave the yellow. And then here I'm going to zoom in, and you can see there's like, I don't know if you could see it, but you should be able to see there's this lingering orange line. I would click on the erase up here, up top, it's in the middle, and then just go and erase that orange line. So then I'll hit continue. You want to erase that orange line so that it only cuts this solid here and not that weird orange line. And then you do the same for your yellow. You click away all the brown, and you would erase all the external and internal lines. I'll go ahead and zoom it in so you can see. So there are some internal lines here. Okay, so I'm going to cancel. Now, each time you do that, you are going to have to upload them. Upload the logo each time to get it. But once you get it, it's already here. So then you'd click each one and have them insert images, which is what I clicked down there at the bottom. And you're going to now, it's going to come up as one group. You're going to click ungroup right here, and that's how you separate your pieces. And then I changed the colors so I can see what I'm doing, how I'm placing it. So you just go up here to it's normally black. So you'll click the black and you pick whatever color you need. So I'll click my image, click that black, and click the orange. And so now you can see how you're placing it, if you're placing it correctly, which that was backwards, but whatever. And that's how you pull up your images. So I'm gonna X these out, and then I can, right here on the side, you can make an image appear and disappear. And even though it's on the same project, if it is clicked to not be seen, it will not cut it. So you'll be fine. So I'm just gonna bring these up, all back up. Because they are different colors, Cricut is automatically gonna have you cut them on separate mats, which is what you want to do anyways. So now I'm going to click make it. Up here there's a green button because I've already figured out my sizes and everything. So I'm going to click make it. Did I click it? Yeah. Sometimes Cricut moves a little slow. Okay, so Cricut finally decided it wanted to sort my mats. So as you can see, it has all three colors on 3 separate mats. So we'll go ahead and get our vinyl on the mat and get it cutting. So I'll hit continue down here at the bottom. And I am laying my vinyl with the right side up, so I don't have to mirror it. If I was to lay it with the vinyl down, you would need to mirror. So I'm gonna have it right side up though. All right, and now it gives you the option to pick your materials. So these are some of my favorited materials here. But right here you can go and browse materials, and then you can scroll down and find whatever material you're using. There is a whole fabric section here. And there is a leather section here. So I'm going to actually go with the tooling. I know that this vinyl is about like a 2 to 3 ounce 8mm. So I'm just going to click this one, and I can actually favorite it to go to the top if I want to. And I'll click done. And I have my knife blade already loaded in. Now, basically all we do is let the machine do what it does. So I'm gonna press it, let it load, and then you press your Cricut button and it'll do the job. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut all the pieces, and then we'll come back and start the applique procedure. Okay, so let's get started. I don't know if you can see, but I do have here my strap connector markings, just so I know that I'm placing my piece in the correct spot. So, oh, I need that piece. Okay, so what I use for my temporary adhesive, this is what I use, a 505 temporary adhesive. It works really well, especially when you're adhering vinyl to vinyl. So, this is what I suggest to use. Now, my first piece, this piece is 3 different pieces. So this will be my first piece. What I do recommend, you don't have to, but I do recommend to use matching thread to your applique piece. So it looks pretty seamless. And you don't really have to worry about if your stitches look okay or, you know. So spray a little bit of that on there. I do suggest spraying it over your trash can because it comes out as like a webbing. So I would suggest definitely spraying it over your trash can. Now with applique, you don't really want to back stitch because you don't want the stitches to be seen. So we're going to take our long tail, and you can basically start wherever you like. Top stitch. So you do use my top stitch length, so whatever you do prefer is up to you. And about 1/8 of an inch. I try to get as close to the edge as possible. And just so. Following the piece all the way around. Okay, and you'll do the long tail at the end as well. So now what you do is you have your bobbin, and you're going to take that bobbin thread and give it a tug, and you'll see I guess I can use this. You can see the top thread gets pulled back through, and you're going to pull that top thread through. You can do that with both pieces. And then tie a nice little knot. This orange thread is Gutermann thread. I didn't have any orange thread in my text 70 thread, so it still works. Oh, that popped off. Okay, so what I will do is put glue on that. I can glue it now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till I'm done with all 3 pieces, so no glue is rubbing on my machine. So now I am going to switch out my thread and for my next accent piece, the matching. Oops. We still are in the hotel. We should be out of the hotel soon, but our next color will be black. All right, long tails. And I'm going to take my other piece and spray it down. And lay it on top. I do have a little hole cut in my R from it shifting on the mat, but the yellow is going to cover that up, so it's okay. Long tails, top stitch, and I am going to come around on both. I'll probably come around on it here and then around like the little holes here, just to kind of secure it a little bit more. But do the same thing. I forgot I am using an 18G needle. Okay, long tail again. So I don't know if you saw it. I struggled there a little bit because I accidentally went over the orange into the black. I don't think it's a big deal. I was gonna see if I could save it, but I already made the hole in there, so I had to go ahead and restart it from there. But I think it'll be okay. So now we do the same thing. You know, you take those bobbin threads and you pop that top thread up. So as you give it like a slight tug, you don't have to pull too hard. There we go. And you pull those top threads back through. So I have two sections because I restarted that little spot there. So I'm not struggling to get this piece through. Struggling to come through here. Alright, so I'm going to tie all these down. Alright. Get them all tied down. Okay, so now we're going to switch out. I said I was going to come around here, but I realized I don't need to do that since I'm putting that other layer on top of here. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch out my thread. Pull those long tails back and spray my pieces. Just a little bit. Normally, I do use transfer tape. I leave the piece on the cutting mat, and then I just use transfer tape because it actually picks up vinyl pretty well. But I forgot my transfer tape, so just a little bit. Little tiny piece here. Oh. Oh. I think I sprayed it on the wrong side. I did. It's okay. It's temporary, so, and I can probably take some alcohol and just get that. Sprayed too much. You can get alcohol to get this off of here. See, and it definitely helps using transfer tape to for the tiny pieces. But it'll be fine. I'll just get some alcohol. All right, so now we got our long tails, and we can go ahead and start this process here. Top stitch length. Slow and steady does win the race here. Okay, so excuse me. I had a few issues. I don't know, last video I think I told you all about the shredding of the threads. I had a problem there. But what I wanted to show you, there are parts that when you come around, so I came around here and around, came back. So once I came back around here and I had to turn around, there are parts where you're gonna hit those stitches, certain stitches again. I highly suggest you try and get those stitches to land in the same hole as the previous, just so you're not cutting this vinyl up too much, and it helps the stitches look very uniform. So that's one thing I suggest. So I'm going to do these other pieces, and I might not speed through this part. I will start. Oh, let's get our long tails here. Long tails everywhere. I'll start like right here. There were a few parts where I did have some skipped stitches, so I went back and fixed that, and just right where I saw the skip stitch, I stopped and pulled the tail through and then started from that spot again. I think sometimes the adhesive probably bothers it. It also could be me, once again, being a little too aggressive with the machine. Because I've tried to get this applique to look as nice as possible. So, get a little aggressive there. So this, by me not speeding through this, you'll see what I'm talking about as far as trying to catch those stitches again as you come back around, or those same spots where the stitches went. And this is definitely where a knee lift bar is like your best friend, for sure. Alright, so I'm going to catch this top stitch again right here, and then now come to the other side of this S here. And here is where I'm going to adjust it to make sure I hit that stitch again. And there's a little right here. And then I don't want it to go right in the exact hole where it started, so I put it right next to it, because sometimes you can get threads all caught up and whatnot, and you don't want that. And then, oh, long threads, long tails. I'm gonna go ahead and fix it to be right next to that first stitch. Long tails. All right, so we'll pull all those threads through and tie them all down. Just a couple little knots in each little area. And this is for a bowler bag that I'm doing, so I'll be attaching foam. Bless you.
Thank you.
I'll be attaching foam here. It is vinyl, so I might just glue the foam on there. I haven't decided yet. But you don't have to be like extra crazy with all the knots if you don't want to. I mean, doesn't help for extra, doesn't hurt having extra security. I don't want anybody walking around and letters start falling off. Oh gosh, that'd be terrible. Make one big knot with this side. And then you can do some gluing. I honestly just don't want to have to worry about anybody having letters falling off, so I'll do one more. And then I'll do one big knot with these two pieces. And we'll take our glue. If I should have turned this upside down. And I'm just gonna glue all the little knots. I think I need a new bottle. And there we have it. We have our applique piece. This one is gonna have some orange piping going around the side of it, but I think that's kind of cute. I like the black. So, all right. So once again, like, subscribe, dislike. It's up to you. But once again, just let me know if there's something that you need me to do. There is a bag I keep saying I need to do. I really do need to do it. But I just keep getting backed up with custom stuff that I need to do. So I will get to that bag, I promise. But I think it turned out really cute. So thanks for joining me again. Bye.